Our scenario 2 is going to be when you come to clinic for your chemotherapy. This is a day when you come in just for chemo and you don't have to go upstairs to get a procedure. So if you're just getting chemotherapy, you can eat. We have snacks. Everyone will be in a better mood than procedure day. We are going to have you check in with the front desk, and we really ask that you come as close as possible to your scheduled time, your appointment time, and that's only so that we can really help throughput go through clinic, so that we don't have a lot of people waiting in the waiting room, and just, so we can move things smoothly and everyone is happy that they're being seen in a timely manner. So please show up on time. I know you might think you're being helpful by showing up early, but we know when you're coming and that's when we expect you and that's when we're gonna have things ready for you. So you're gonna show up and check in with the front desk, and then one of our CMAs will get you. They'll bring you back and get your height, your weight, and your vital signs. Your nurse is gonna come in, she'll access your port or start your IV, and she'll send your labs away. And once again, we have to have patience with the labs because they can take a little while, like 30 minutes to an hour. A lot of chemotherapy is count dependent or lab criteria dependent. So you have to meet certain parameters in order to safely receive your chemotherapy. And a lot of times what we look at is your ANC or your platelets and your hemoglobin. If you meet those parameters, your doctor will come see you and talk to you about the chemotherapy. And usually they've written the orders, and the orders get checked by another doctor, by a pharmacy, by 2 nurses, and then we submit it. And so that chemo is made specifically on that day for that child, and can take a little while, like 30 to 60 minutes. But usually during that wait period, we'll do other things. We will talk to you about your meds. We will give you Zofran if you need it, and just fluids or any other pre-medication that are required. So you'll get your chemotherapy, and depending on what chemo it is, it can either take 5 minutes or 2 hours. And your nurse can kind of talk to you about that in prior visits to kind of what to expect. You will get the chemotherapy over whatever time it needs to be given, and then your port will be heparinized. Heparin will be put in it, and then we'll take it out, or we'll just take out your IV, and then you can go home. But let's say you don't meet lab criteria. So let's say that your ANC is too low, or your hemoglobin, your platelets are low. What we'll do is we'll follow your protocol, which is different for everybody, and we'll either send you home and have you come back a different day to see if you make counts that day, or we can give you, whatever, you might get one chemo, not the other. So it's kind of tailored based on the lab results from that day.